Welcome. Okay, so this is a surprise. When they talked about doing something in the UC Courtyard to kick off our 50th, I was really skeptical. Maybe we'd get a few of the people passing by lunchtime to be here. And then earlier on today, somebody said, well, there might be 50 or 100 people. All I have to say is, wow. It's really very moving. Moving for Bill and for me to have you here, and I think an absolute delight for us to have Bill Weingard with us here to celebrate these 50 years of the University of Guelph. Of course, we've also chosen to take this moment to launch our 50th with another celebration, and that is in honor and memory of the name of the man who we know, if he was here, would have been round and shaken every single one of your hands and spoken to you personally. And of course, I'm talking about Lincoln Alexander, our the longest-serving chancellor ever, who I'm sure is here somewhere in spirit with us to celebrate. For those of you that have not been, there is an exhibition at the Guelph City Museum that showcases the University of Guelph, ostensibly over the last 50 years, but as many of you know, of course, we've been around for 150 years, and it's really a celebration of all that we have done and looking forward to what we will do in the future. But today is about celebrating that 50 years and all of our accomplishments, and I would like to acknowledge the members of the 50th Anniversary Committee who've been working to put together a whole series of events, including this video that we're going to see. So I'd like to invite to the podium the chair of the 50th Anniversary Committee, Marie Mancuso.
Thank you, Alistair. About 2 years ago, the President asked that I chair the 50th Anniversary Committee. I guess I didn't have enough to do. And oversee the events and celebrations planned to mark this milestone. And here we are, the kickoff of our 50th anniversary celebration. As the President has said, we've put together many activities to inform, entertain, and remind everyone here on campus and in the local community of the milestones and achievements of the past 50 years, and the many contributions of the university that we have made to knowledge, society, and the lives of people around the world. We also want to celebrate Guelph's unique spirit and personality and share what people on campus and off have to say about the university and what it means to them. I hope all of you have had a chance to check out Rick Mercer's 50th anniversary message on the homepage. And if you haven't, I encourage you all to do so. I'm also sure as you came into the building, you've noticed the brightly colored banner on the front of the UC announcing the 50th and inviting everyone to come and celebrate with us. As the President has said, some of the must-attend events include that museum exhibit, which has been done by students as part of a class, a course requirement. So if you have not made it downtown to check out that museum exhibit, I encourage you to do that. There's also tagged at the museum a speaker series that runs every Tuesday evening of the month in the museum. There's a noon concert series here on Thursday, the 23rd, featuring Echo Deck right here in the courtyard. And we also have fantastic plans underway for the 90th College Royal Ball and College Royal Weekend Open House. There's also a range of special anniversary celebrations to be hosted by the colleges and all around campus, an array of speakers and debates. And all of this leads up to our signature event, the historical revival of a Guelph tradition, the Conversat Gala on the 21st of June. This community-wide event will feature a wonderful 3-course meal under a marquee on Johnson Green, 6 uniquely themed party venues spread across the campus, a midnight buffet with fireworks, and for those of you who can keep up, and that means you, Trish Walker, dancing till dawn in the bull ring. And because it's such a cold day out, I've asked for some practice for this dancing. I'm not Ellen DeGeneres, but everybody get up and let's dance. Come on. Nobody's shy. Come on, let's dance. Come on. Yeah, music, he's got it. Let's go. 10 miles, come on.
She ain't real. She ain't gonna be able to love you like I will. Woo! She is a stranger. You and I have history, or don't you remember? Sure, she's got it all. But baby, is that really what you want?
Woo! Also just wanted to take a minute. You all need to practice, that's for sure. But I don't know if you noticed, John Miles was rocking it out. Some of the other anniversaries that we're going to mark in 2014 include the 100th and 40th anniversary of the Ontario Agriculture College, the 100th, yay! A sweet treat, the 100th anniversary of the ice cream course, the 50th anniversary of the nutrition conference, follows right after ice cream, the 30th anniversary of the Peer Helper program, and the 25th anniversary of the College of Physical and Engineering Science. All of these events are listed with the full details, registration, and other information at the U of G 50th anniversary website. And now it's my pleasure to present the premiere of a very special 50th anniversary video that we've developed to mark this milestone occasion. And as they say, roll 'em.
White and dark, high, low, and in between. Each note struck separately in its own place and moment in time. Groups of notes combining in a unified purpose. The individual differences creating the whole. The pieces forming the piece. The notes combine to fill the hall, as the faces of this place have sought to enhance the world, one by one, individuals together, making a multitude.
I'm the face of the University of Guelph.
The University of Guelph's origins are born of a desire to enhance Canadian society by making better and more efficient use of the land and its animals. This original aspiration was extended through the formidable influence of social reformer Adelaide Hoodless, who brought concern for improving the lives of women and children by providing them with enhanced educational opportunities. 40 years after her death, her own Macdonald Institute, combined with the Ontario Veterinary College and the Ontario Agricultural College to form the University of Guelph in 1964. Her fervently held belief in engagement and in the importance of teaching people to care about their neighbourhoods and their environment remained a cornerstone of the institution. As we celebrate our first 50 years, the University of Guelph has been recognised as the world's most caring university. That caring is her legacy and our future.
We've been volunteering here for probably more than 50 years.
My dad gave Pat a scholarship check for $1,000 from the OAC Alumni Foundation when she graduated from high school.
So out of the blue, he phoned one night and said, "You don't know me, but my father gave you $1,000. Would you like to go for coffee?" First date was in 1961.
We graduated in 1964, and we got married that same year.
And we've been involved here in one way or another ever since.
If you talk to alumni going back to the very first graduates, they'll tend to emphasize their volunteerism, their involvement in the community. That's what distinguishes this university from all the others. Since its inception, Guelph has always been focused on what's real.
So we start to eat all the cookies, and there's Thomas the train. People are always asking me about the University of Guelph and why it seems to be different than many other institutions that they know of. I always respond by saying that, in a sense, you don't know where you're going if you don't know where you've been. And this institution knows where it's been, and it knows its roots, and has hung on to those roots and the spirit that goes with it for many, many years.
As each new college was founded, the emphasis was insistently external, rather than simply theoretical. No matter how abstract a field of study at the University of Guelph, there was always a lifeline to questions of, how does this fit into the larger picture? How does it benefit the world?
Went to Haiti after the earthquake, and he's been there ever since.
We're helping animals return to their normal, active lives after injury or surgery through innovative rehabilitation techniques that may also lead to better health care for humans.
We're using tobacco plants to make antibodies that fight cancer.
Through this first-year seminar, we're helping students think through some pretty serious ethical and political issues.
We've been teaching troubled kids to improvise music. When kids are given a new language, they're given a new way to look at themselves and at the world they live in.
I'm working on the DNA barcode project. What an awesome place to walk into every morning.
We've been working on ways to help disabled people get on with their lives using robotics.
I'm in the business program, and like everything else here at the University of Guelph, we put our own spin on it. Here, there's a real emphasis on social and ethical responsibility, a commitment to neighborhoods, to sustainability, and to making this a better planet.
When I got back from studying in the Caribbean, I couldn't believe how many of us had been away, and to how many incredible places. Last year, Guelph students took classes in 34 countries, and a bunch of us volunteered in developing nations. We've got students studying here from 83 countries, and graduates from Guelph, they're in 144 countries, from Antigua to Zimbabwe.
The University of Guelph is a moving, changing experience. It's grown from strong, stable roots into the remarkable institution we see today. And we know it's always defined itself as more than a teaching university and more than just a research institution, because of course it's both. In 2002, with our partners at Humber College in Toronto, we created the University of Guelph Humber, which today has more than 3,500 students. And combined with the 22,000 on the main campus and students at its 3 regional campuses across Ontario, there are more than 27,000 University of Guelph students enrolled across the province, each of whom is committed in one way or another to changing lives and improving life. And of course, the university in turn is committed to the success of each and every student. From the Better Planet Project to Project Serve, I don't know of another Canadian university that places such a value on serving others.
There's a tradition here of making a difference in the community. The Griffins field 23 varsity teams, and we send competitors to nearly every Olympics. But even among non-athletes here, there's a real focus on healthy living and keeping fit.
Students choose the University of Guelph because they share the Canadian ideal of a rich social fabric woven together with strands from every imaginable origin and of every conceivable color. We're an intricate web of engaged thinkers and doers. The intricacy, the intimacy of that linkage is what creates the multifaceted face of this university. Starting with Adelaide Hoodless and flowing through our history, our humanity is what connects us. The consistency, The inevitability of this connects communities back to the land. It is what draws students from such diverse backgrounds and unites them. It has made us, over the past 50 years, a university with truly global reach.
+2, clockwise roll. 4, 5, 6, 7.
This is the only university in the world that could get me to Mars. I am the face.
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 I am the face of the University of Guelph. And we've made commitments we intend to keep.
The University of Guelph is uniquely positioned to address the biggest challenges facing our planet. The faces of this place will enhance the world.
I'm glad you all liked it. I'm going to take a moment now and introduce you to some of the stars of the video who are with us today, starting with Dr. Weingard. Maybe if you could stand up and we can all acknowledge you. Our faithful and active alum profiled in the video, Pat and Dennis Mighton, if you could stand up. Also, Jason Jones, the producer of the video, is here with us this afternoon. Jason. And I'd also like to note again the hard work of the 50th Anniversary Committee, many of its members here with us this afternoon. In particular, I'd like to note the hard work and efforts of Chuck Cunningham, Sue Bennett, and Kim McCoggan. And on a sad note, one of the members of our community is missing from this celebration today. I'd also like to acknowledge the recent passing of a dear member of our campus community, Janet Wardlaw. Janet came to Guelph in the very early days. She was the first dean of FACS, and she helped to build what we commemorate here today. I know she would have loved to participate in these celebrations, and she's here today with us in our hearts. At this time, I'd like to ask Alistair to come forward to cut the ceremonial 50th anniversary cake. I encourage you to all have a small slice, and hot chocolate provided by Hospitality Services, and I certainly look forward to seeing all of you at our many celebrations in the coming year. Thank you very much.
So I think hospitality should be providing some cake somewhere in the back as well, are they? Or is somebody? Yep, they're over here, and over at the back here, and over there too. So if you want to get some cake, please make your way to do that. This has been a celebration about our past 50 years, and I'd like to invite Dick Freeborough up to the podium to make an announcement. Dick.
Thank you, Alistair. And this is a very special day indeed. Lincoln Alexander Day, the community launch of the University of Guelph's 50th anniversary, and the premiere of our 50th anniversary video. And to top it off, I'm here to announce that the Board of Governors has just approved the appointment of the next president of the University of Guelph. As many of you know, the Presidential Selection Committee, comprised of students, faculty, staff, alumni, and members of the board, has been very active over the course of this last year. We developed the position profile after wide consultation with the U of G community, and we thank you for your interest and input. We knew we had big shoes to fill, or in the case of our amazing and often shoeless president, Alistair Summerlee, big footprints to fill. And so we have. Following an international search that attracted an outstanding slate of candidates, the University of Guelph today has appointed Professor Franco Vaccarino as the university's 8th president and vice-chancellor. He will succeed President Summerlee effective August 15th of this year. Professor Vaccarino is currently principal of the University of Toronto Scarborough and a vice president at the U of T, a position he's held since 2007. He has a distinguished academic career and a proven record in organizational leadership. He's a remarkable scholar and educator, as well as an accomplished administrator. He has an entrepreneurial spirit, a powerful sense of community, and a profound commitment to societal engagement. He clearly has what it takes to lead the university in the years to come. Professor Vaccarino helped grow and position the University of Toronto Scarborough as a key intellectual and cultural hub in the Eastern GTA area, drawing faculty and students to specialized areas of study. Among other positions at U of T, he has served as chair of the Department of Psychology, graduate chair of the Tri-Campus Graduate Department of Psychology, and head of the Department of Psychiatry's Neuroscience program. He also served as executive vice president programs and vice president research at the Center for Addiction and Mental Health, and as Vice President and Director of Research at the Clark Institute, both in Toronto. As we begin our next 50 years, please join me in giving a warm U of Guelph welcome to our next President, Franco Vaccarino.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, I was planning for today, and I was working through various scenarios in my mind of things that could come up. Professor Mancuso, I didn't expect to be dancing to Adele, you know, during the day. My kids will love that story. So. Thank you, Dick, for those very kind remarks, and thank you for your support and leadership throughout the entire process of the search. I'd like to also thank the board members of the presidential selection, the members of the Presidential Selection Committee, and the Board of Governors for giving me this exciting opportunity and challenge. And I'd also like to thank everyone here today for allowing me really to what feels like crash your celebration. I have to say that Rick Mercer's 50th anniversary video tribute really did catch my attention, and especially the line when he says, and believe me, the University of Guelph knows how to party. So that was really the tipping point for me. I said, well, I'm going to show up today. So after watching the video, I had to see it for myself, and sure enough, there we were dancing. So it's wonderful to be here. I am absolutely honored to be here at this important celebration. You've given me such a warm welcome, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to say just a few words. I absolutely loved the 50th anniversary video and was particularly moved by Dr. Weingard's comment, you don't know where you're going if you don't know where you've been, and this institution knows where it's been. This is so true about people in our own personal lives, and it's so true about institutions. And it's a line that has really stuck with me, and that, my friends, is abundantly clear here at the University of Guelph. And I have to say I'm absolutely privileged, humbled, and honored to be given the trust that you've given me for the future of this great, to be part of the future of this great university, and to be here with you celebrating this important milestone. The 50th anniversary is about looking to a bright and vibrant future while also celebrating and acknowledging the great achievements of our past. And I don't need to tell the group here, but from the 3 founding legacy organizations to the world-renowned comprehensive university that the University of Guelph has become today, there is so much to celebrate. Now, I do believe that a proud history doesn't just happen by chance. It's a function of the environment that's established, an environment that allows people to thrive. And that environment has so clearly been established here through the hard work and vision of leaders that came before us, including the great Lincoln Alexander that we're recognizing today. I find it so fitting that as we look to the next 50 years, we should honor his amazing legacy. And as part of the University of Guelph family, and as we celebrate this 50th anniversary and look ahead to an exciting future, let us seek inspiration from the successes of our past. Now, I would like to reiterate something that I've shared with the Board of Governors meeting earlier today, something that I've been hearing consistently, and that I have to say I'm already experiencing firsthand, and that is the exceptional caliber and commitment of the faculty, the staff, and students of the University of Guelph. You know, I recently had the opportunity to meet with President Summerlee, and he re-emphasized what I had heard from so many others, that there's a passion, a pride, and a professionalism at this university that really is unparalleled. I personally very much look forward to working with Guelph's outstanding faculty, the staff, students, and board members and alumni, as well as, I have to say, an absolutely amazing administrative and leadership team. And just during the lead up to this day, the team here has been absolutely terrific, and I want to say thank you. You've heard the comment about big shoes to fill, and I haven't yet, actually, Alistair, I haven't seen you walking without your shoes, so I'm going to stick to the shoes for now. I know I have big shoes to fill, and I know that I can count on President Summerlee for support and advice as we move forward. And I would just like to say publicly that, Alistair, your graciousness and thoughtfulness during this transition has meant an enormous amount to me, and I'm deeply appreciative. Alistair and I have talked about setting up some visits for me before I begin my term, and as I look forward to those opportunities to get to know you better and to give you a chance also to get to know me. So thank you again for this very, very warm welcome. My wife Cosmina and I, and our daughters Oriana and Alicia, who look forward to this change as well, are excited and energized about moving to Guelph in August and becoming a part of this wonderful community. So thank you, and we'll get back to cutting the cake and the celebration. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Franco. So it is now time to do that Guelph celebration. We will be handing out hot chocolate as well. What better way to toast the 50th, but dig into the cake and sup back on the hot chocolate. And many, many happy returns and celebrations to the University of Guelph for our first 50 years. Thanks.